My next guest is Yahel Nov from Airobotics. Yahel, thanks very much for taking some time to join us here at the convention. You've got some interesting things going on at Airobotics, and I'm just going to let you explain to the folks kind of what's going on.
Sure, thank you. So we've got a fully automated drone and a air-based system. We're able to take off, land, execute missions, all completely automated. So absolutely no pilots necessary, no need to know how to fly a drone. We also have the first of its kind regulatory certification to fly completely unmanned. So taking the man out of unmanned, as you kind of say, and we have a very robust, capable system. We're very versatile. We can change our own batteries. We can change our own sensors. So very much a multi-tool. We're able to serve many industries, anywhere from HLS, oil and gas, mining, renewables, power generation. We're able to do security, able to do inspection. We're able to be a first respondent to any kind of emergency situations happening on site. So you have a fire or a leak and you got to have live video. We're able to get within a 30 square mile area, anywhere to about 3 to 4 minutes, completely automated. So that's what we do.
So you're talking about an aircraft, and I think I recall that it's one that comes, it finds its docking station, and so it'll fly its mission, come back, dock, completely recharge, and be ready to go for the next time. Is that basically kind of the scenario that you're working under?
100%, yeah. So we try to find locations or clients that have kind of a hub of activity, so facilities that are big and busy, lots of things are moving and going around. You need to keep a close eye, but you also have routine, so mines, refineries, those kind of facilities where you have a job to do all the time. So our drone has a bunch of, say, pre-planned missions that are either go and fetch aerial data or go fetch gas data or any kind of information that you got to get on a routine basis. So all the missions are pre-programmed and it's got a schedule, it knows what to do, flies out, does the job, comes back, automated. As a client, don't have to worry about anything except just getting the information, making good decisions.
Is it able to respond to conditions where, if for instance, you mentioned something about a gas leak and you needed to launch and deploy your drone to go out and get a visualization of what's going on that's not an ordinary situation? How is that scenario handled?
Sure, yeah, so totally capable of integrating into existing systems. So you've got your facility, there's already a bunch of sensors lying around, anywhere from gas sensors, fire sensors, smart fences around the perimeter. And for us, really huge opportunities to integrate to these existing systems to be able to react and respond automated as well. So you got your fire alarm going, automatic.
It just goes. And then sends pictures back to someone at a control center.
Yeah, live video.
What was the process like to get this system certified?
We've been working with the Israeli Civil Aviation Authority for, we go back with them over 6 years already. But specifically this system, 2 years in the making. And we've had their assistance along the way in helping us design the system so it has the right safety features. So it's not only just as safe as a manned operation, it's actually even safer. You don't have human error involved at all. You have machine error, but that's something we prefer to deal with.
How does it deal with, and I'm sure you've got some kind of a sense and avoid technology that prevents it from running into walls. So how do you let the aircraft operate autonomously in a closed environment like that? Right.
We're not so much concerned about flying into walls because our missions are pre-planned, so we don't have any surprise routes. We don't plan any missions to run into walls, and you're not likely to run into any. We are concerned about other light aircraft, and so we're working to integrate a ground-based radar to let us know of other aircraft that are coming in, almost creating like a bubble, protected bubble that we can operate in. And another aircraft comes in, we can notify, automatically call back our aircraft.
So it's not just for interior environments, it's definitely something that you can go out and fly a pipeline inspection or a power line inspection.
Exactly, yeah. So it's mostly for outdoor use, and perfect for running, inspecting for gas leaks along a petrochemical facility. And so instead of having 200 sensors thrown about the facility, you have one sensor, but it can fly everywhere.
When you look at getting into the U.S. market with an aircraft like this, and I'm sure that's someplace that you want to be, what are some of the hurdles that you're looking at, or some of the challenges that you're looking at to be able to have an autonomous system like this integrated into the U.S. national airspace?
Well, there's still work to do here with the FAA, and we have just started. We have an FAA 107 just to get the process rolling, and we think that just like we've done it in other countries, it'll start by having an observer for a while, then applying for a beyond visual line of sight, and then taking the next steps in order to really get automation allowed and accepted, but with the understanding that it's restricted airspace, it's within an actual boundary, private property usually.
Do you work with any kind of geofencing to be able to keep away from places that you're not supposed to be?
Yeah, 100%. So when we show up at a facility, we run a full risk assessment, and we program the drone. It's geofenced not just to the exterior, but also, of course, height restriction. And then within the facility itself, there are sometimes no-fly zones. So we're talking about areas where people may be, walking a lot, outside of the cafeteria or right over the parking lot. There's usually no need to be flying right there. And so we create a map of a facility of, allowable flight areas. So zones, corridors that we can fly along into. And that's how we, from a mission perspective, avoid, or say, decrease the risk of falling over or anybody.
I know that there are challenges to integration into the U.S. national airspace. How are you being accepted in Europe, and are you seeing more opportunities there because they have a little bit less stringent regulatory environment?
I think the opportunities are the same. I think it may be, some of the opportunities there are more reachable faster. But for us, we're currently active in Israel and in Australia. The U.S. is an important market for us, so we're sure going to explore the opportunities here soon enough.
What is the difference between operating in Israel and in Australia? Because it's a tiny little country as opposed to an enormous one.
Right. Well, yeah, the airspace is a little bit busier in Israel. But for us, it's the same. It's the same story. We always want to make sure that wherever we're operating, we're doing it at maximum safety. And so the fact that it's easier to operate on Australia doesn't actually change the way we do business. So.
And is that a good proving ground for you in Australia?
Definitely. Yeah, we're seeing that it's just in terms of the kinds of sites we can work in, we can work at. There's a lot more variety, and the size, of course, is a difference maker. But Israel was the best testing ground because it doesn't get any more stringent in terms of regulation than it is there. So we feel that if we could work there, we can work anywhere.
Well, good. Well, Yahel Nov, thanks very much for stopping by and chatting with us a little bit about your company. It sounds like you've got some interesting things going on, and congratulations on your certification in Israel, and we hope you have a successful show.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the Association for Unmanned Vehicle Systems International's XPONENTIAL 2017, live from Dallas, Texas, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
In collaboration with NASC, introducing Sonex Aerospace, bringing you the Taros Group 4 UAS, the redesigned Tiger Shark Block 4, and the Subsonics Twin Jet UAS, all derived from flight-proven manned systems, not concepts, real aircraft. More at sonexaerospace.com.
Let Patrick Neal and Associates provide the legal expertise needed to navigate the commercial UAS industry. Whether it be waivers, exemptions, operational plans, or other issues, we can provide the guidance you need to keep flying and building your successful UAS operation. www.droneattorneys.us